The following video is going to explain how to set up your bidirectional SMS device. The first thing that you're going to want to do is go to the Settings tab on the left under Manage Study. Once there, you will want to navigate to the pencil icon, and we're going to want to pull in your Twilio number. Now, if you haven't done so already, you will need to contact the Way to Health operations team and have them create a Twilio number for your study. Once you have done that, you'll see your study name come up in the drop-down, and you can go ahead and select that phone number, and it will be the same for both voice and text. And in terms of bidirectional SMS, we really only care about this Twilio text number. That's the only thing that's relevant here. But you might as well go ahead and set them both up. And then we're going to want to add in that display phone number over here, because this is what the participant will see when they text the study. Great. So now the only other thing to note is if you are having participants text in PHI, you will need to select Delete Record of All Text Messages from Twilio servers. What this will do is when the participant texts in, let's say, their blood pressure, and then it's sent over from Twilio to Way to Health, it will then delete the record of the blood pressure from Twilio. This is because we don't want to store any PHI inside of Twilio, so it will immediately delete that information. However, we only want to select this box if we are sending PHI. So if a participant is sending a pain score, or if you're just asking like a yes or no question, you don't want to have this information deleted from Twilio, because if there is an issue or something goes wrong, it makes it a lot harder to troubleshoot in Twilio because there is no record there anymore. So again, we'll only select this box if we're sending PHI, and in this case, we're not going to, so we'll leave it unchecked. And then we're going to save our device. And then the next thing that we're going to want to do is we're going to want to set up this device like any other device, like a pill bottle or a Fitbit. So we'll go to navigate to the Devices tab, and then we'll go ahead and add in that new device. I'm going to call this bidirectional SMS. And under my drop-down, I will search for Twilio. And here's that Twilio SMS receiver. I'm going to select that. And then you'll see that auto-populates is match method. So basically this means that Way to Health will look at the cell phone number that is provided in the participant's profile. So you don't have to do anything there. And then for valid responses, you can either leave this blank for now, or you can go ahead and add them in if you know the questions that you're going to be asking your participants. So let's say we're asking them a pain score. That's 1 through 5. We need to enter in all of the possible numbers that they could send back. So if it's 1 through 5, they could send 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. And we want to separate each response by entering. And then we're going to also ask them a yes or no question. So we're going to put yes, no, and then just in case they send back Y or N, we want those to be valid responses. And Way to Health is not case sensitive, so you don't have to worry about capitalizing anything. And we can drag this out so you can see all of your responses. And then we also want to fill in this response for a wrong number. So if Way to Health gets a text message from a number that is not linked to a particular participant, we want to send them an auto reply back. Something along these lines, and you might want to provide some contact information. And then we can go ahead and click Add. And now your device is added into Way to Health, and next steps would be to confirm with the Way to Health operations team that this URL is added into Twilio, because this is how the SMS works, is it looks at that URL. So you'll need to confirm that with the Way to Health operations team. And then what you can do is go ahead and build in your encounters that you're going to have in order to administer the bidirectional questions.